Dun 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 dun. Hey guys, Rip Dragoon here, bringing you a regular domination game on firing range. I'm using the Commando with a silencer and dual mags, and I believe I have Hardline and Hacker on this class. And so yeah, you ever wanted to punch a baby? Babies are fucking. I mean, babies are cool, obviously. I mean, they're the continuation of our species, but for the most part, the first 2 years of their lives are fucking annoying. Like, all they do is cry. I mean, I think South Park had it right, playing Kick the Baby. Kick the Baby's where it's at. And, yeah. So, but seriously, though, you shouldn't punch a baby. That would be bad. You'd probably go to jail. Don't drop the soap there, you know. You know what they do to people that punch babies in jail? They fuck you up. It's kind of weird because they have all these, like, really, like, fucking hard-ass people in jail. Or, sorry, not jail, in prison. Well, I mean, I'm sure they have hard-ass people in jail, too. I've only been to jail once for, like, 4 days, but still. I mean, it was in Pickens County. Well, it was in Georgia, so. It was kind of a nice little jail, too. I mean, I wouldn't really mind being in that jail if I ever had to do time. I mean, you want to do jail in a small town somewhere, not in, like, Atlanta. That would suck. But in prison, you know what they do to people that punch babies in prison. They fuck them up. And like I was saying, they have all these really hard asses, like hard ass people in like jail, and I mean in prison and shit. But if you go into prison and you're it's kind of funny because everybody there, it's always joking about anal rape, which does happen, obviously. But if you go into prison and you are a like rapist, or you molest kids, or you hurt babies, all these really fucked up people will fuck you up for being fucked up. So it's just kind of weird. So don't go to prison for punching babies. It's bad. It's really bad, actually. That's a joke I make, though. I mean, obviously some people are gonna dislike this video just because I talked about punching babies, and that's kind of a taboo subject. I guess nobody really wants to hear that. But, I imagine it's kind of fun playing Kick the Baby. I mean, hell, it's only a step up from, like, playing catch with, like, a kid. I remember my dad and, like, his brother used to play catch with me when I was little. That was actually really fun, too. Imagine it would hurt being kicked, though. I probably wouldn't like that very much. My dad was always pretty cool, though. He would never hurt me, except on an accident. I remember this one time. He took me to, I was at my fucking grandma's funeral. My mom's, like, mom. And, while we were out there, because I didn't really know her too well, and I was, like, I don't know, 5. So, took us out there, and, we went go-karting and shit. It was really fun, actually. But I was 5 years old, and he let me drive the go-kart, which was a really bad idea. Go, Dad. But he let me drive the go-kart, and I ended up, like, because I was, like, in between his legs, and, like, yeah, I was just, like, steering. We ended up crashing into a wall, and I had this gigantic black eye. I think it was the biggest black eye I've ever had in my life. Like, fucking my head just crashed into the steering wheel. And I remember we got back, and the first thing my mom did was fucking freak the fuck out. Because that's what moms do. They freak the fuck out for no reason. I mean, it was just a black eye. It wasn't the end of the world. But, of course, she was like, "My baby, you have a black eye. It's the end of the world." I remember they got in, like, the worst fight that night over him letting me drive that go-kart. Because, I mean, obviously it was supposed to be a secret between us that I drove. But, it's kind of hard to keep it a secret once you have a black eye. It just doesn't really work. I mean, you can keep some things secret from, like, your mother, but not that. It just doesn't work. Like, when your eye is the size of a grapefruit, she's gonna know something went down. And of course, as a mother, her job is to push and prod until she figures out exactly what happened to her baby. So, I love my mom, though. She's pretty awesome. She's just, in fact, she's actually loosened up quite a bit over the last few years. She was on this medication, this, like, experimental, because she had this thing. I don't really want to tell about her personal life right now, but she had this thing, and she was on experimental medication, and it, like, made her skin really, like, sensitive to sunlight and shit, so she'd be out in the sun for like less than 5 minutes and she'd get really sunburnt and shit like that. But it made her really irritable all the time, so that's the only time I can ever say I've ever not been so close to my mom. I don't want to say anything bad, but so yeah, don't kick babies. I mean, obviously I meant that completely as a joke. I don't know the score. I'll post it in the title. Rip Dragoon out.